Guys, how Merry meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It is, I think it's the 29th of the month of January 2015. I say I think because I lost track. Alright, I lost track because of all the different weather and stuff going on. So today I wanted to share with you something, but I gotta make it pretty quick because people at the soup kitchen are getting kind of jumpy that they had to turn the music down because of YouTube policy. I mean, it's good music. I really would love to have used it as background. It's still playing, by the way. So, I was writing down some notes. This is from an old composition notebook. I'm gonna show you the notes. You can see my chicken scratch at the same time. It says rules of conduct as snow queen, and the first one says is the needs of the many outweigh the needs of a few. They actually use a concept that was taught by Surak on Star Trek. The role of the Snow Queen is a privilege and not a right. Okay? Which means it can be stripped just as easily as it can be given. Disregard of life is not acceptable and could result in suspension of or termination of service. In other words, if you violate Section 1, i.e. act like a flaming asswipe, or 2, try to think you are above the law or the rules of Mother Asna set down, you will find yourself disqualified. It's happened to Alexander Voskov. The next one says, egomaniacs are not welcome. That was the way he was discharged, by the way, originally reasoned. Selfish behavior is not tolerated. Knowledge of environmental issues is most important. And I think I have more notes on my shoe. Yes, I do right here. And it says here, do as best to, it's hard for me reading this. I haven't written this. Balance the needs of the environment and the needs of people. 8. Service is to maintain professional image in ways of dress and behavior. Don't act like an ice cream cone. Show your feelings or concerns. 10. If someone asks you to do harm, say no and explain why. See rules 1 through 3 for reasons. Some tips. Snow queens don't have to have white hair. Snow queens don't all have white hair. I guess the first one was dressing, the second one was white hair. Alright. Now, I wrote these notes many years ago, when I was involved in a program in Torrington. I wrote them, and I just kind of kept the notebook, and it's one of my many notebooks I have collected over the years of little odds and ends, tidbits. I live by those rules. My whole life is oriented around those rules. So, as a Snow Queen, you probably would think is, well, gee, does that mean that you would support this winter storm being giant whoop ass? Well, Winter Storm Juno, I kind of wanted it to kind of go out to sea, but kind of to see if everybody would just kind of be able to finally get their heads together and act responsibly. I'm glad to see that it worked out and best for both parties. I'm glad to see that how many people took the storm with seriousness. We have more snow coming in the next few days. I don't see at this immediate time any severe weather But you know, it's hard to say because sometimes I don't really do much work actually to maintain the weather. I just kind of like sit on the bench and just watch it. But sometimes I do manipulate it. This time I did not do any manipulation at all because I kind of felt that, I guess in a way I did manipulate the end when I kind of said to the snowstorm, okay, I don't think I'm quite ready for 3 feet of snow in Winston. How about you go eastward, and you know, just give us a good snow, but don't give us so much that we basically can't get out of it. Because I remember what happened when Winter Storm Nemo, and I didn't want to go through that again. That was a mess. That was way more than I could handle. In Winter Storm Nemo, it was mostly it was the Western Connecticut area that really got slammed bad, and the Eastern Connecticut didn't get it. So part of me says it's kind of Eastern Connecticut's responsibility to get some this time. And I can say is that you know, the rules of karma balance out. They always do. But anyways, I said, just to let you know, is the soup kitchen is going to be open today in Winston. So why don't you come on down, have a little lunch, have some coffee, and enjoy some company with me and Lumi, obviously, and you know, there's a lot to do here. Really, I'm out of money. I just used it to buy my last half gallon of milk because it's all I could afford to buy. I didn't even have much of a choice. $3.89 for that, or $2.89. I'm sorry, $2.89 for this half gallon of 2%. Because they really didn't have any milk at Cumbies, I had to go to another store, which was the same price. We know that part of the reason is because there is a price fixing on milk overall by the United States Department of Agriculture. The prices cannot go above a certain price for milk. Otherwise, I would have been using non-dairy creamer, which makes me sick as a dog, because it's just gross. Okay, I don't like non-dairy creamer. I don't care what anyone says. It's not healthy for you. This stuff is it does not dissolve well in some things, and it just tastes gross. Okay, I suppose if you're lactose intolerant, I guess you take what you can get, good with the bad. Well, anyway, for now, I just wanted to say to everybody is I want you to stay warm, stay safe, stay dry. It's going to be cold still in the next few days in the daytime. It's going to be breezy, windy, so please do bundle up. Do not act like ill-prepared for the weather around you. Okay? That's one thing Snow Queen does do is they make sure that you understand that we want to make sure that you're safe. And that's why I focus on trying to show my personality and my humanitarian nature, as well as try to do a good job. And sometimes trying to balance the needs of the many versus the needs of few, as you saw in the rules of conduct, it's not always the easy thing to do. But that's what you have to do. By the way, for those of you who are wondering about my political run for office for selectman for Winston, some of those same rules apply as a selectman. If you need to think of the needs of the many versus the needs of the few, egomaniacs are not welcome. You're to be respectful and decent and kind. You know, and you need to keep the needs of all your constituents in mind. So, right now we'll talk about this in more detail in the video in the shop, because I still got to get one more video in for the month of February, and that's coming like a freight train. And yes, Kitten Bowl is going to be, I mentioned this before, on February 1st at 12 noon on the Hallmark channel. Not Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, the regular Hallmark channel. And Puppy Bowl 8. Is it 8? 10. 10. is going to be on, I believe, Animal Planet. I think it's on Sunday. And like I said, I'm not really into dogs, and so, I just want you to understand that. By the way, I have a friend that's looking for a kitty cat. I got a lead on one for him. I'm going to contact her when she comes into the soup kitchen and see if that kitty cat is still available, because he lost his cat to bone cancer, and so he's kind of at a loss right now. He has the same kind of pervasive developmental disorder I have, which is Asperger's, and it takes its toll on you when you're so used to having somebody in your life and then find that it's gone. I remember when I lost Fluffy, there was a lot of emptiness in my heart. Of course, it took me over a year to find a cat. By the way, Rusty is doing okay with that injury, but I really, really feel bad for him, because now he doesn't know sure what he's going to do. He doesn't want to get his paws wet in the cold snow. I don't particularly blame him there. At the same time, he doesn't want to go out and possibly get beat up again. I also can agree with him there. I don't blame him for feeling that way. But instead of using the cat box, he's like, I gotta go outside. Because I can't stand the smell of my own pee. And that makes it hard, because he puts him in a bit of a conundrum of what he's supposed to do, and I understand that. Oh wait, anyway, I ran long enough. I'm going to try to get this video up to you. But don't forget to like or dislike, comment in the comment section below. So share with your friends and enemies, and subscribe. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.